Okay, so I have all this, and I'm gonna unbox them right now. It's actually been a bit since the last time I unboxed CDs from Amazon, so without further ado, I'm just gonna jump right in. There's 6 in total, by the way. I was actually debating whether to do just 4, but I was like, screw it, let's just do the whole thing. I do have more coming in, but these 6 came at the same time, so I think it'll be interesting here. And we'll start with this one because there's only 2. And the rest only have 1 per package, which is kind of, you know, it's only 1, but as you can see, pretty huge. So it's always kind of amusing. So the first 2 I have in here, just take them out. So the first one, we have King Crimson with Discipline. Alright, so I've been meaning to get more King Crimson for a long time now. They're just one of those bands I always tend to forget about for some reason, which is kind of surprising because I've always enjoyed them. And they're just a band I just really should be diving deeper into them. But I got Discipline. It's one of their 80s albums. It's actually the first album of the 80s. I believe it's 82, I believe. 82, 81, somewhere around there. I'm assuming it's 81, sorry. And you know, with King Crimson, they're just a very fascinating band. You know, they just had so many styles to them. They never really stuck with a particular style for too long because, you know, Robert Fripp's the guy in charge, and whenever Robert Fripp gets bored, he's willing to just throw in the towel. And this was one of those moments where, you know, they recorded the Red album, and at that point, Robert Fripp just thought, I think the band's done. I think we've done all we can do. But then when you get to the 80s, Robert Fripp kind of saw all the new genres like new wave, you know, some of the stuff like Talking Heads were doing, and yeah, just thought, you know, maybe there is some hope for King Crimson. And so here we go. And I knew one song on this album. It's the first song, Elephant Talk. And I know that is a very, very strange song, but for some reason I do kind of like it for it. Let's see. So we have the disc right here. And on the inside you just have a little photo of the band. Hopefully you can see that. And let's take out the booklet, of course. Gives you all the information. I do like the album cover too. Very simple, very minimal, but it's kind of an interesting thing. And I think this would become, it'll become a logo for a time. But yeah. So of course, I'll let you know my thoughts on all these CDs at the end of the month for the CD haul, which will probably be the next video probably. Again, videos have been kind of slow, just kind of balancing other things in life. I've talked about this many times, so there's that. So that's the first one. And the second one I'm going to show is this one right here. We have the debut album of Procol Harum. Now, Procol Harum is a band I've been meaning to get into for quite some time. I always hear good things about them. Of course, I know the song Whiter Shade of Pale. I know that's a great song from the 60s. That's pretty much all I really know. I don't really know much else by them. This is a deluxe edition, by the way. Take this out. This is a 2 CD pack. Now, disc 1 has the original album plus some bonus stuff, and disc 2 has a lot more bonus stuff. And the thing about the debut is that it does not include Whiter Shade of Pale, but because this is a deluxe edition, as a bonus track, they actually do include Whiter Shade of Pale, which is great, because it is a very big song in their catalog. Album cover is pretty cool. It has a kind of almost pencil sort of feel to it. Like someone actually drew this. Get the inside here. Oh, this came out. I think this actually comes with a poster, I think. So we'll take that out in a sec, but here it is, the inside. Oh, another thing just keeps flying. I really hope this is not one of those where there's no, because that's what I'm starting to get. This is one of those packaging where there's no real way to put in the booklet, so it just kind of hangs in there, which I don't know, kind of disappointing there. You know how much I don't like that, but oh well. Let's look at the booklet first. Have some nice photos here and give you some background information, who's in the band. I know Robert Trower's in the band, and I know that because I actually do have one of his solo albums, and that is Bridges of Sigh. Okay, so there's the booklet. And now let's look at this poster. All right. Pretty cool. Maybe I'll hang this somewhere. I can always use more decoration for my room. So on this side you have just this, tells you what they have. And on the other side, this is another photo and some lyrics here, so pretty cool. Alright, so that is the first package down. Okay, so now let's move on to this big guy, even though there's, again, only one CD in here, so don't know why they use the big ones. I digress though. Alright, next up we have another Bjork CD, and this one is called Homogenic. So if you are not aware, in the last CD haul I picked up Bjork's first album, well, her first international album, and I was really impressed by it. I really enjoyed it, and so it really got me intrigued to check out more of her, and I've read that this is one of her best ones, so I'll be the judge of that though. Very fascinating album cover though. Definitely gets your attention, I would say. So I don't know any of the songs here. Bjork has kind of been one of those blind spots for me. I knew of her, but I never heard any of her music before I bought that album. So here it is again, outside the shrink wrap. Okay, this one just folds out. It's one side and the other side. All right, and while I'm at it, let's open another one. Let's open this one right here. Next up, here is, all right. So it's been a long time since I bought some black metal, very long time. And this is a band I've talked about before a couple times. All I have of them was a live album that they did, kind of a bootleg thing, an official bootleg. So the band is Mayhem, and this is their first official album. And I'm not going to try and say the name of the album because it is in Latin, I think. So De Mysteriis Dom Satam Satanis. Hopefully I tried. Okay, I know it's Latin. I know it has something to do with Satan, so it's black metal, so that's to be expected. But yeah, I mean, the history of Mayhem, what a roller coaster of a history that band is. Definitely the most wildest history of a band I've ever looked up. I mean, to put it simply, again, I'm not going to go in depth about it right now, but there's, you know, there's death, there's suicide, church burnings, murder. I'm pretty sure I already said murder, but a lot of bloodshed leading up to this album. And yeah, I mean, it's extreme metal, so I guess it's part of the climate, whatever. But of course, despite all that, most black metal fans have said this is one of the most influential albums of the genre. Definitely has that very old-timey look to it. dedicated to, of course it was dedicated to one of their members, Euronymous, who was not a good person. Again, black metal is a genre where I've always liked. I do have to be in the right mood for it though. But I feel like I've neglected it for a bit too long. So yeah, definitely open for more black metal in the collection. Now we have 2 more to go. Let's take a look at this one. And this one is Europe, the final countdown. Yeah, finally got some Europe in the collection. Of course, this has the 2 big hits with of course, the title track. Who does not know the title track? And the power ballad Carry, which I've always enjoyed. But other than those 2 songs, I don't know anything else from Europe. And I'm gonna say it now, this is not the only Europe album I buy. It hasn't shown up yet, so at some point I'll have another Europe album in the collection. But I'll reveal that when we get to the CD haul, hopefully later on, maybe in 2 weeks or so. At least sometime before the end of the month. But I do have something planned for April 1st. Here it is again. There's the back. Disc itself, pretty, not much to say about it. Kind of this blue with red spots sort of thing. I guess that's a buzz, that's one of those like buzz saws or whatever. And then we look at the booklet. Got a photo of the band there. Lots of live shots. Some information, another live shot, and the lyrics on the back, and one more live shot. Okay, it's good, especially with bands who are only known for 2 songs. Who knows, maybe there'll be some more hidden gems in this catalog, so I'll let you know. And then we have 1 more to go. And the final one is another black metal album. That is right. The band is Immortal, and we have Sons of Northern Darkness. Now there's something I notice about this, and that is, yeah boy, the sticker of doom right here. It's been a while since we've encountered these. Well, we gotta look on the inside, so I gotta take off the sticker. So I'm gonna try and get rid of it as much as I can, because I don't want to take too long here. But you know, that's gonna be fun, removing it later. All right, let's see what we can do here. That's all you get. Okay. Well, surprisingly, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. But still, I hate them. Okay, we open it up. Oh, the disc looks pretty cool. And you have a good shot of the band. As demonic as ever. Then we go ahead and look at the book list. Pretty thin book list, so not much in it, I'm assuming. Well, they do give you the lyrics, which is very much appreciated, given how black metal vocals can get. And then we have just this. Again, not much to say about it. Pretty simple. Get just straight to the point. All right, and there we have it. That's 6 CDs already unboxed there. So let's briefly recap. So we have Immortal, Sons of Northern Darkness. We have Europe, the final countdown. And we have Mayhem. I'm not going to say the name of the album again. You can look it up. And we have Bjork, Homogenic, Procol Harum with their debut album. And finally we have King Crimson with Discipline. So of course, as always, in the comments below, let me know your thoughts. Let me go ahead, let me just reorient these. Let me know your thoughts on any of these in the comments below. And until then, I will see you in the next video. So if you are new here, make sure you subscribe, leave a like on the video, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and I can't snap my fingers, but goodbye for now.